news, everyone.
Yeah, as always, if you ever would like to drop some news for us to talk about on stream, Discord link is in the chat. There's a channel, Kids News Corner, if you ever want to drop some stuff over there. And with this first one, Baldur's Gate 3 boss blasts publishers' greed behind layoffs. I believe this was Tidal dropped this one in here, and immediately I know why. Some guy out there, you know, part of a publishing team, essentially taking shots at all these companies, laying off all these employees. The director of Baldur's Gate 3, Sven Vinsk. Swear to God, why does everybody who ever worked in anything ever have the most intense names ever? Like, nobody has just the most ridiculously easy names. It's always like Sven. The director of Baldur's Gate 3, Sven, was one of many people to speak out on the recent mass layoffs within the video game industry and an industry award show last night, blaming the job losses on corporate greed that had been fucking this whole thing up for a long time. Damn. I don't know if it's Sven or whatever, but my man's got some points here. Yeah, he got some points out here. Held as part of the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, the Independent Games Festival Award and Game Developers Choice Awards were full of criticisms for the company that had made workers redundant over the past 18 months. During what has been widely regarded as the worst period ever since the job security in the video game industry. Greed has been fucking this whole thing up for so long since I started, while collecting the GDCA Best Narrative Award for Baldur's Gate 3. I've been fighting publishers my entire life, and I keep seeing the same mistake over and over and over. It's always quarterly profits, he continues. The only thing that matters are the numbers, and then you fire everybody, and then next year you say, shit, I'm out of developers, and then you start hiring people again, and then you do acquisitions, and then you put them in the same loop again, and it's just broken. So I like, you know, I always like a guy coming out and calling people out on their BS, you know, especially something like this where it's very easy to see, like, you know, exactly what he's saying is like, yeah, that makes sense. Especially this whole like this loop that he's kind of stating that they're all in of this. Oh yeah, everybody's got to work, and then it's like, oh well, you know, we were gonna, and then this happened. So we're letting everybody go, and then we don't have people, and then we're this, and then we're, you know, I don't know. It is kind of a cycle that, yeah, until you know how to, you know, manage those things, it's gonna keep on continuing. Oh. God damn, I'm all over the place here. But yeah, I always like to see these kinds of things, and obviously I think people have been really enjoying the developers over at Baldur's Gate, whoever, I forget what their company's called, Larian Studios or something like that. Yeah, always good stuff. Wonder how necessary. Oh, I think that's the point why people get so pissed about them, because they are probably not super necessary, that they're more just for the bottom line stuff, like, oh well, we didn't make the money that we thought we were gonna make, and you know, like, oh well, we don't know what we're doing right now, so an easy way to just make the numbers, you know, balance themselves is just to get rid of people for right now. That's kind of always what my assumption was of them. Obviously not a guy who's in you know, I'm not in financial, you know, field of anything. I'm very poorly educated when it comes to business and ethics and things like that. I'm just kind of my guess and stuff here, you know. Cut the cost. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Title Dude? What's happening? Profit season, yeah. And so I always am just kind of, like I said, very kind of speaking from what I'm perceiving, and then, you know, sometimes perception is not always complete truth. I'm trying to be more open-minded with those kinds of things, but it does very much feel like there's another choice there. But yeah, and then you get like stuff like this from this guy that where you're like, oh, maybe there is another choice. Again, I don't know. I'm not here to say yes or no. I'm just here to tell you guys about what my dude said. This next one kind of goes hand in hand with one that's coming up a little later that definitely is a little interesting. So Dragon's Dogma 2 launched the other day, and had some pretty bad reviews. I think mostly just all on Steam. After there's some microtransactions and some things like that. I've been kind of interested to see. I talked about it a little bit on Sunday. So Dragon's Dogma 2 is made by Capcom. I love me some Capcom. They make Monster Hunter and everything like that, and I talked about it a little bit on Sunday because we were playing some Monster Hunter, and I worry that there could be some issues with like a PC port. Gone a little static like I don't hear too much static. There's usually a little bit of static, just because I always have there's always some sounds and stuff going on around. Maybe like that. Anybody else hearing a little static? Audio's normal. You're sure? Put on. You got the cans on. You're making sure you're hearing deep into my vocal cords. You want to hear into the deepness? Oh, sorry, V. Man, damn, everybody's trying to blame. Everybody's trying to blame everything on me, you know? Sorry, I'm good. It's good. I'm just kidding. Well, hopefully it's not your headphones. Maybe it's just a loose connection then. This in Dragon's Dogma 2 thing is a major nothing burger. Oh, yeah, I mean, listen, I totally understand. I know that people were upset about the microtransaction thing. I'm just, like I said, same thing I said on Sunday. I just want to make sure that there's not an issue. I'm hoping that there won't be any kind of issue when they bring Monster Hunter Wilds out. I don't have my cans on, but you know what cans mean, right? I think that this is definitely kind of an overreaction. They're definitely, with the Godfather meme and everything. Dragon's Dogma 2 launched on PC Thursday evening. A previously hidden suite of microtransactions became available for purchase. I understand this is I think that they are saying like the microtransaction stuff is like if you want to buy the stuff, outside of the game you can, but it's stuff that you can earn in the game. Again, I'm just kind of saying what it is. I'm not kind of stating any of my thoughts about it yet. Things you can buy for a single player ARPG include fast travel points, rift crystals for hiring pawns and buying special items, appearance change and revival consumables, a special camping kit that weighs less than normal ones, and a few others. In response to the microtransactions, Dragon's Dogma 2 is being review bombed, with the current sitting at a mostly negative on Steam. So that seems like I felt like I saw more issues with like and very few of this, but I thought I had seen more issues with people having problems running the game, because when the game came out, they were finding out like it wasn't super optimized in some of the bigger NPC areas. So then people were like finding out which NPCs they could get rid of to kind of thin that down to make the frame rates work a little better, which is funny. I'm okay, whatever. That's kind of stuff where as long as the game works, cool. But then I had seen, and not from a ton of people, but at least a handful, where people were having issues where they couldn't even run the game, like not even at all. Like the game couldn't run within more than like 5 minutes, and then it would crash. And it's just, I think that the biggest thing to this is, at least to me, is PC gets such bad treatment when it comes to games, and so many like developers, publishers and stuff like are okay with just putting out stuff that's like, oh, it's not good right now, but it'll be good later on, guys, don't worry about it, just pay the money and don't worry about it. Like I don't super love that attitude. Like just make sure it's right for everybody, or don't release it on that platform. Like as much as people would love for it to be released on that platform, like just don't. Or just be like, hey, we're releasing it all on this platform right now, and we're gonna put it on a PC later, but it's it's just not ready. Like I don't know, if you need to make the money, just delay the game, or delay that portion of it, I guess. There was an update. Capcom has responded to the situation in a new blog post, reiterating that most of the items available for purchase are also available in game. It's also written back up to mixed on Steam, mixed reviews. So I'm gonna pull this one up here. This was the one that I was kind of talking about. Finished games, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't even necessarily like, I'm not even upset. It's just I think I get why people were upset about it. I think that the problem is more so coming from just that on PC, if you buy that game, that there is such there's such a gamble on if that game is actually going to work. And I was just thinking this because of, that was a good one. Plenty was playing Last of Us on PC. Last of Us Part 1, that remake of Last of Us on PC, for as long as I knew, I still don't even know if it actually works, was unplayable to certain people. And I couldn't take that. I couldn't take that risk of paying, $60 for a game that I was like, I have no idea if it's even gonna work. And I know Steam's really good about refunds and all that stuff or whatever, but God, I just don't want to have to deal with that. If it's up, it should be. We should know that it can work, or at least have some kind of way of being able to verify those things. Dragon's Dogma, from what I understand, they are really good games. Even the second one that is kind of getting some issues here and there, it's still a very good game. Don't make any ifs, ands, or buts about it. But there is there was some slight issues, and specifically there was some issues with Dragon's Dogma having some microtransaction stuff. But to me, I don't care about that kind of stuff. If it's stuff you can get in game, but then you can also buy it if you wanted to, not grind for it or whatever, like whatever, just let people do that. Or just completely just sells cheat codes. I mean, yeah, but like, listen, I get it. I'm not a big fan of it, but like, I think it's weird that people are going after Capcom for this. I mean, a little bit, I guess I should say. Okay, this is kind of interesting. So I'm going to kind of relate it to something else that I know of. So everybody really likes, Grand Theft Auto and everything. The previous Grand Theft Auto, 5 or whatever, they had an online mode where you could do all kinds of things. And they specifically, the way that you go through all that is you know, with money and stuff. You can buy better things and do more things with the more money you have. And you know, they sell that. You can make that money, but they also sell the money that in a microtransaction, you know, that you can do and stuff as well. Yeah, you're probably right, Title. I get it. People are just tired of it, and Capcom's just in the wrong place at the wrong time here with this one. I always hate that kind of unfair, you know, practice. And listen, I love me some Capcom. I'm definitely not a, you know, I like to call people out on their bullshit, but and it's definitely kind of like just unnecessary, but it's also, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I get it. I don't think it's the most egregious thing in the world, though. Like I said, to me, I think what's more egregious is a game not working when it comes out. Or yeah, can do, yeah, and that kind of stuff is just stupid. Like, don't release a game on PC if it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, just say that it doesn't, or just say that you need more time or whatever, you know. This is, I think, the similar thing about the microtransactions and some of the other things, but Capcom has respond to disgruntled Dragon's Dogma 2 PC players and address the backlash to the game's controversial microtransactions and performance problems that have resulted in a mixed user review on Valve's platform. Dragon's Dogma 2 has also Dragon's Dogma 2 is currently embroiled in a vociferous debate about its day one microtransactions that lets players pay real world money for its useful items in the $70 single player action role-playing game. Again, if it's not, I don't know. I mean, yeah, again, it feels like Capcom's in the wrong place at the wrong time, as this is very much a you know, very much a normal practice in so many other places. It's single player, who cares? Kind of what I thought too, but like, also, people can spend their money however they want. Like, if it's not a necessary thing for the game, like, I mean, whatever, like, let people pay the money if they don't, like I said, if they don't want to grind for it. Dragon's Dogma 2 has also run up against performance problems even on powerful PCs with frame rates at particular issue. Now in a message directly addressing Dragon's Dogma 2 players on Steam, Capcom has responded to this backlash saying, "We would like to update you on the status of the following items, about which we have reviewed numerous comments from the community. To all of those looking forward to this game, we sincerely apologize for any inconvenience." They kind of were going over some things. In doing this, Capcom makes the point that these items can be obtained through normal gameplay, a point some players have already expressed in defending DD2's monetization. Meanwhile, Capcom addressed PC performance problems and reiterated a warning about Dragon's Dogma 2 putting CPUs under extreme pressure when numerous characters appear at the same time. Capcom said it's investigating and fixing critical problems such as crashes, freezing, and starting with the highest priority in patches to be released soon. So this is kind of my thing, is I think that they are I think they're kind of trying to figure out where their footing is here with the microtransaction stuff. But I feel like I definitely a little bit agree with Cyclo here, where I'm like, I mean, as long as it's not a crucial item that you can only get from a microtransaction, which I think is technically illegal at this point. I don't think you can do those kinds of things. It's just something that, oh, well, you can just do this or this or this or whatever. It's like, okay, fine. Like, if you're just going to pay the money, like, let people pay the money. Like, is it greedy as fuck? Sure. But like, I mean, it is what it is, right? It's just bad optics. People feel if you're trying to sell them something in game, that means you make it harder to get in game, even if you can. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'm not even saying it doesn't look bad. It definitely does, but like, I don't know. To me, like I said, I just don't. I feel like whatever. Is it a good look? No, not really. But like, I don't think it's so much of like a bad look that I feel like it's worth like review bombing them about. You know, I think if it's not competitive and you can get it in game without paying to, it seems fine. Yeah, so it's kind of how I feel. Like if it's not competitive, it is kind of like something you can get in game. But if you just feel like you don't want to, I know that one of the things they're saying too is because the game is specifically a $70 game as well. You know, I don't know. The casual audience doesn't follow news and updates like we do. That's true. That's very true. That's why I'm trying to bring it to y'all. I'm trying to bring the news and the updates to the casual audiences, man. No, I mean, for real though. I know what you're saying. I just yeah. All I can do is just kind of say how I feel about it, and you know, like I said, I feel like it's definitely it's a look, you know. To me, this is not something that would stop me from buying a game like this. You know, but I definitely understand. How it can look. Like I said, it can look greedy as hell. You know, and I think Capcom knows that. I don't think that they went into it and were like, you know what, this is gonna go down as one of the best decisions we've ever made. They knew going into it that it was not going to be, you know, people weren't going to love it, but they were like, you know, we're also doing things to make sure that we're not making this like, oh, you can only get this by buying it. Like if it was I think this is a thing, and I might be wrong, that some of the fast traveling things is used as like an item or something. I think that's the thing. And you can get them in the game, but you can get them a lot. You can just buy them or whatever. And they're like essentially saying like, you know, well, like if this was what you want to do, you really hate traveling this much in our game or whatever, and you don't have any of these items, you can just buy them. I don't know. Are all one-time purchase only. Oh yeah, see, I don't know enough about that part of it. Then that could be. I knew that they were saying something about like something about starting a game is like you could only have one game. If you wanted to start another game, you had to completely erase your last save game. Some stuff like that. There's just a lot of things I think adding up, and exactly what Title was saying, where you were saying where it's a lot of things, and you know, maybe they're not all these big deal issues and a couple of things, but Capcom is just in the middle of it, and they're gonna catch some hell for it here. You know, but I think it's you know, even if it is kind of like a thing where, you know, Capcom does kind of is like, hey, we're gonna kind of figure out what we're gonna do about this. You know, it's a good learning experience for them to kind of you know, figure out what they want to do going forward. You know, 10 of the fast travel items. Damn. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember when they were talking about Dragon's Dogma 2, they were even saying like that the game was not going to have fast traveling at all. So it's very strange. Yeah, I just like I said, I don't know. I think this is kind of an interesting one. And yeah, I'll be interested to see if there's any changes happen. You know, if Capcom kind of changes what they end up wanting to do, or if they're just going to kind of stick with it. You know, so no need to keep on going into this one. It's definitely it's interesting to see, you know, a couple people on a couple different, you know, sides, but it seems like everybody's kind of like, I don't know, at least somewhat like yeah, it's not a big deal, but definitely not a good look. Yo, show what's happening. It's been too long. Yeah, Show, how are you doing? Show was doing some Crash Bandicoot the other day, right? I was getting to check out a little lurksy on my end. I was working on some stuff that day, so I apologize. I didn't get to hang out as I'd like, but make sure you guys are checking out Show. Show is awesome. Show been doing some Elden Ring, like I said, some Crash Bandicoot recently. I don't know if there was anything else. There was another game at one point, but you think you may have finished it, so. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this next one. This next one is a official teaser for The Penguin. This is a show that's coming out on HBO Max or whatever they want to call it at this point. This is I believe just a show spinned off of the Batman movie that came out 2 years ago now, 3 years ago maybe, and this is just focusing on the Penguin. So yeah, let's get into it.
When I was a kid, there was a gangster, real old school type, Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal. He helped people. He saw you on the street, he'd call out to you. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, they throw a parade in his honor. A freaking parade. I mean, it wasn't fancy, but it was a gesture. A show of love, of what he meant. Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
Goddamn. Is this a series or a film? It is a series, my dude. It is a show. Been so busy and just crashing at night, so I haven't been able to pop. Yeah, same show. I feel like that's how life has been lately. Everything has just been so crazy. People haven't been able to get to do and hang out as much as we want to, you know, but appreciate you ever coming by. Show, if you ever got to run, don't feel pressure like you got to come in here and hang out. We love seeing you though. Yeah, I am seriously excited about this. This looks great. Colin Farrell, right? Dude is knocking it out of the park with this Penguin. He is, as they keep on advertising and so many things, unrecognizable. Definitely looks amazing. I'm excited to check it out. God, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, so I'm wondering where this is going to take place in the scheme of everything, because you know the Batman kind of has like a pretty specific ending that happens, specific kind of things. You know, don't want to get into any spoilers out here, but you know, I don't know if this is happening after that or before that. It kind of looks a little more before. We'll see. A handheld Xbox ? Microsoft's gaming chief can't stop thinking about it.
You're psycho wiener.
You right about that. Psycho wiener. 100%. Phil Spencer has tried all of the new PC gaming handhelds to the Asus ROG Ally. Well, it's actually ROG, but ROG always makes me laugh. The Lenovo Legion Go and the Steam Deck. He's impressed, but he can't shake one question. How would he make them more Xbox? I don't know. I want my Lenovo Legion Go to feel like an Xbox, Spencer told Polygon in an interview during the annual Game Developer Conference. I brought the Legion Go with me to GDC. I'm on the airplane and I have this list of everything that makes it not feel like an Xbox. Forget about the brand. More like, are all my games there? Do all my games show up with these save files that I want? I'll tell you one game that does not right now, and it's driving me crazy. It's Fallout 76. It doesn't have cross save. Damn, Phil. Fallout 76, that's the one that you're worried about? That piece of shit game? I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I have no idea if that game's a piece of shit. I think it released to pretty bad reviews. That game, that's the one, huh, Phil? See, now you don't know what I said. I want to be able to boot into the Xbox app in a full screen, but in a compact mode, and all of my social experiences there. Like, I want it to feel like the dash on my Xbox when I turn on the television, except I want it on those devices. 76 was bad. Menus to use Fallout. Some people enjoyed it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know we have a Vash and I have a mutual streaming friend, Benign Music. If you've not checked him out, he's a great dude. Some music is presented on the channel. Him and his wife actually played 76 and they liked it, but they played it together. I think that they were local and everything together. I think there could be some fun to be had there. But I did play a little bit of 76, like a tiny bit, and I did not enjoy it. So, but that's the beautiful thing about games, is people can find enjoyment in games that most people don't. You know, it does not. There's no rhyme or reason to how stuff like that works. You know. According to Spencer, the Xbox hardware team, led by Rowan Sans, is considering different hardware form factors and things they could go do. Okay, as it plans the future of Xbox hardware. What should we build that will find new players, that will allow people to play at times when they couldn't go play in the past? So essentially, I think all of this is saying, like, Spencer is saying that they're pretty much working on a handheld, but they're not specifically announcing that just now. You know, obviously all of these things that he's saying is very much leading people to that point, you know? So it is interesting. I'll be interested to see what that ends up looking like. I think that this is kind of where Xbox is going to be pushing. There's another one. We'll pull this one right in after this because I'll show you this. But I think Xbox is really, or Microsoft itself is really trying to figure out what their place is here. And I think they're starting to figure out. But Xbox is leaving the hardware market. I don't think that they're not. I think that they just want to bring all of their hardware, not hardware specifically, but they want to be, you know what, this is kind of brain blast move here. I think that they're actually swimming back around to what they were starting off the previous series of Xboxes, not this current one, the previous one, where they were like, it's not just a gaming system, it's an everything system. It'll play your Blu-rays and your this and your that's, and it's going to be your entertainment center. I think they're actually trying to circle back around to a similar kind of idea. Maybe not specifically just the everything, you know, entertainment system, but I think they're starting to figure out, like, we need Xbox Game Pass to be on everything. And I think that's one of the things. The other part of this is like, so Phil Spencer wants Epic Game Store and others on Xbox consoles. So they want things like this where you can essentially use your Xbox as everything. And then also you can use it as like a PC, how your PC works. They're trying to make it like a much more like portable PC type thing. Their software, but think about it like, I mean, like, so their Xbox, and they want like the Epic Game Store. They want Steam on there. They want all these things, so you can get their games from their software, or you can get it from this software somehow. But they're gonna get their cut no matter what. I see it. I feel like I can see what their plan is. I can see it out there. I just don't know how it connects, all together. Yo, Ron, what's happening, dude? They want to be omnipresent. I think that's part of it too. Yeah, I think they just want their name tied to everything. Yeah, I forgot. It is a little rainy today, guys. It was actually thundering a little bit earlier. I was a little worried. But for once, my power has stayed nice and calm. It does not always happen. My power is actually notorious for going out some. But yeah, no. I feel like Xbox is trying to figure out whether they're going to just bring in everybody, or if they want to just put their software everywhere, or if it's both. It could 100% be both. All right, so sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this one just a little bit because it kind of ties into that other one. Phil Spencer doesn't just want Xbox games on other consoles. He wants other video game retailers on Xbox too. With an interview with the Microsoft CEO during GDC, Spencer told Polygon about the ways he'd like to break down the walled garden and have historically limited players to making purchases through the first party stores tied to each console, or in the lay person terms, why you should be able to buy games from other stores on Xbox, not just from the official storefront. Spencer mentioned his frustration with closed ecosystems, so he asked for clarity. Could he really see a future where stores like itch.io and Epic Game Store exist on Xbox? Was it just a matter of figuring out mountains of paperwork to get there? Yes, said Spencer. Consider our history as the Windows company. Nobody would blink twice if I said, hey, when you're using a PC, you get to decide the type of experience you have by picking where to buy games. There's real value in that. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. They're trying to make Xboxes like PCs now. You can get everything everywhere. It's all there. You can see it. I don't know. I didn't read this before, but I felt like this was kind of pretty open. Like everybody knew this is kind of what this meant. Like they're kind of taking like what makes the PC successful and that kind of ecosystem, right? And then figuring out how to make that how do we bring that into Xbox? Because listen, Xbox is not hammering out these great first party titles. I hate to break it to you, Xbox fans. I think you guys know it already. Everywhere else is kind of they have the games, my dudes. Xbox just needs to figure out how they can sell them and sell them for money. Whether it's bringing on the storefronts and, taking a little bit of commission off at the top, whatever. That is how they're going to continue to stay alive. This excites me more. Yeah, I agree. They're already PCs for the most part. Right. But how do they make them more PC-like? By giving you more options and freedom to, be able to do those things, choose where you want to buy it. Dragon's Dogma is infuriating as Monster Hunter. Oh, really? cell phones are able to encase so much in there, why not the controller? Yeah. I like how much controllers are definitely starting to be a little better, you know, over these last little couple of iterations, where they're starting to get more and more little PC like, you know. There's probably still some generations in there before it's good, or real good, I should say, but I really like this idea. Your phone is a controller on Xbox. Yeah, and you can use your phone as a controller kind of on some other systems too, I think, right? But I think that there's like, you know, I think this is an interesting idea. I would like to see more how they're going to make this whole thing kind of work. But I really enjoy what Xbox is trying to do now. I feel like they're finally starting to see like, hey, we might not be the best at making these great games and stuff like that, but we can figure out where our corner in the market actually is and how we can make that work. And I feel like they're finding it by kind of stepping back into what made them such a good company, not a specific Xbox, but Microsoft, in the first place. Why people love Windows and stuff like that is because there's freedom, not entirely. And I know there's some Linux people out there. I know there's at least one that are like, no. Windows is still restricting. Yeah, but not in the same way like a console is, you know. Rise up, stop it. I knew it. But you know what I'm saying. But there's some freedom of choice still, and that consoles don't give. But now Xbox could step into that role of being able to give people more freedom and choice like that. I think that they could really find their groove here soon. Get rid of the cost to play online. Yeah, I still don't completely understand that. I remember when PlayStation did it, and I know Xbox was before that and everything too, but I didn't have an Xbox, so I can only relate to when PlayStation started doing it. And at the time I was like, I don't fucking understand why I need to pay money to be able to play games online with my friends. And I still kind of don't. I think it's just to maintain like the internet, you know, hardware that they probably had, you know, like their server hardware stuff, but like, the fuck off. Get rid of that shit. So yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting. I'm interested to see how it you know, how, like I said, I feel like they could find a really good niche here and really find something good, you know. All right, well, and with that being said, let's keep on the Microsoft. I didn't realize there was so much Microsoft news today. I don't think I didn't have it clumped up enough, you know. Also, Ron, if you have a minute, I was going to go ahead and go through this one, but I have one specifically for you, Ron. The Friend Game Pass thing. Ooh, what's the Friend Game Pass thing? I don't know this one. Microsoft reportedly reaches an agreement with Crash Bandicoot devs Toys for Bob for new game. Microsoft has reportedly, in February, Toys for Bob announced plans to sign off from Microsoft-owned Activision to become an indie developer. Toys for Bob is the developer behind Skylanders, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and the Crash Bandicoot games, but in more recent years has become part of the Call of Duty support studio. At the time, Toys for Bob said it was exploring a possible partnership between our new studio and Microsoft, adding both Microsoft and Activision were extremely supportive of its new direction. While Toys for Bob's first project as an indie studio is apparently in the early days, fans wondered, speculated it could be a revival of Crash, Spyro, or another IP Toys for Bob has become known for and beloved for. Now, according to Windows Central, that partnership is a done deal, with Microsoft agreeing to fund development of the unannounced game. This new game will be similar to games Toys for Bob has made in the past, Windows Central has said. Microsoft and Toys for Bob are yet to comment. So pretty cool stuff. We'll see what they end up making. But I'm glad that they were able to kind of split off, but then also kind of have a partnership where they're not exclusively tied to Microsoft as a company, though. I think the friend pass thing is only EA, maybe Xbox. Is it something where your friend gets in for free? Like you pay the price, but you get a friend free. So yeah, I'd be interested to see. We'll see what this ends up being. All right, let me get into this next one. This one is for Ron. He may not even be around. It doesn't matter. He's here with us in spirit, and I can tell. And you can game with me. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's Steam does that as well sometimes, where you can buy a game and the other person doesn't need. Oh no, maybe Steam does it too, but Vash and I do this for It Takes Two? Is this what we did, man? Do you remember? It's such a great feature. It is. I thought that we did this for It Takes Two, where we were able to. They specifically, I think, made it so that one person has to buy the game, and the friend only needs to buy the friend version of it, and then as long as you guys are together. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know they're unique. I was just saying. I'm pretty sure this is what we did. Yeah, it's super cool. It has a demo. The second person downloads the demo. Yeah, that's right. Free for the other person, right? Yeah, I knew it was not a normal thing. I just was trying to wrap in my brain what this feature was. Steam is changing it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I know Steam's not gonna let that fly forever, right? I want to make more of these, right? I know. Yossi Fares, whenever he makes his next game, I'm hoping it's going to be something similar. Did they show off what his next game was? Did we ever see what it was? Because I am definitely excited about that. What is the new game from Yossi Fares? Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons remake. That's not the new one, you a-holes. Our games. Oh god, their website runs like ass. What the hell is this, Yosef? Get your shit together, my dude. Your shit shouldn't run like this. I can't run this fucking website. Jesus. It doesn't need to be more like them, right? All right, let's get into this next one. Timothée Chalamet signed his first look deal with Warner Bros. Following Dune Part 2 and Wonka's success. Guys, that's right. Timothée is really finding his way. He is the best actor working. Ron would tell you guys this if he was still hanging out. He's probably in there somewhere. He just can't. He can't say it because he's so excited. Warner Brothers is doubling down on the Timothée Chalamet star power, with the actor and the studio announcing a multi-year first look deal. If you're unclear on what a first look deal is, in its very basic terms, it gives the studios the right of a first refusal to a collaborator's projects. To put it even more simply, dibs. In short, it's a clear sign that we'll be seeing more from Chalamet through Warner Brothers, especially as the deal covers Chalamet both as an actor and a producer. Timothée, my man is really making things happen out here. And if you didn't know it, Warner Brothers knows it, all right? I wish there was better pictures of his face I could show you guys, but that's it. There's nothing. So, no, I mean, I like Timothée. I think he's fine as an actor. I don't super love him, but I thought this was really interesting as a deal. I've never seen anything like this. I think most people are, kind of saying the same thing, that it's kind of a little bit interesting. Like, they've not really ever heard of these kind of deals. But so Warner Brothers, they're essentially saying like, yes, we really like this guy. We think he's, he's really, doing good stuff for us. So we're going to be offering him like a deal where we get to control more of what he does. Well, not control, but we get to put dibs on certain things. So I mean, listen, good for him. I'm sure he got a bag for this, so that's something. Shit. Ron would be proud. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he's not here to even just to comment on it, just to really even put his little bit of 2 cents on there. My coffee's gone a little cold at this point too. It's still delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, when you make good coffee, even when it gets a little bit cold, it's still pretty okay, Ron check. Can we get a Ron check? God damn it, Ron! I don't hear him. So yeah, need to finish this bad boy up here. Can probably sense your call. Kurosawa is overrated. Nah, he ain't here. I hope he heard V. Someone say something about how coffee doesn't take that long. He'll be in here talking about how it does. Nah. I like that you guys have so many different ways of trying to get him to come out. All right, let me get into these last couple here. The EU has probes Apple, Google, and Meta, alleging they violated new antitrust laws. The European Union has launched investigations into tech giants Alphabet, the parent company of Google, Apple, and Meta, alleging the companies failed to comply with the new antitrust laws set by the UE Digital Market Act. In a press release published today, the European Commission announced it has opened non-compliance investigations against these three companies. Specifically, it is probing Alphabet's rules on steering its Google Play and self-preferencing on Google searches, Apple's ruling on steering in the Apple Store and the choice screen for Safari, and Meta's pay or consent model. I didn't know they had a pay or consent model. More interestingly, the regulator revealed it was taking investigatory steps to examine Apple's new fee structure for alternate app stores and Amazon's ranking practices on its marketplace. Jesus Christ. If the investigation concludes and the EU finds any or all of these companies are non-compliant, the EU will impose a fine of up to 10% of the company's total revenue. The EU revealed that the fines could go up to 20% for repeat infringement. So I just thought this was interesting. More and more of these big companies you see kind of, the EU kind of going after. EU is not afraid to take down anyone and everybody at this time, or not take down, but go after everybody. Like, EU is like ready. So I just saw this and I was like, I'll hit it real quick. Nothing really too crazy, nothing really to go over. Obviously these are, huge companies and lots of stuff going on. Pay or we'll sell your data, or they're in pay and will sell your data. The EU has much more consumer protection. Yep, I wish the US had better, but they make too much money off of consumers, so they don't care. Yay, America. Here's a good one though, guys. Here's one that's fun. The world's first Dragon Ball theme park to open in Saudi Arabia. Guys, Dragon Ball theme park in Saudi Arabia. Of course it's in Saudi Arabia, but god damn it, this is exciting. Wish there was better data protection. Yes, I agree. And I love that there's like companies you can pay to have better data protection. Why not Japan? I don't know, man. The world's first theme park dedicated to Dragon Ball universe of comics, movies, and games will be built in Saudi Arabia, allowing visitors to live out the adventures of Goku and his friends. The Quidia? I have no idea how to say this. Investment company behind the project shared details about what to expect from the development. The park will span 500,000 square miles or meters. Oh, Jesus Christ. And feature 7 themed lands based on different Dragon Balls. There will be more than 30 themed rides across the land, plus 5 major attractions, hotels, and restaurants. Concept art below gives prospective visitors a teaser of the park's plans, and images reveal several iconic landmarks from the Dragon Ball saga, include Kame House, Capsule Corp, Beerus Planet. The artwork also features an unmissable 70-meter high Shenron roller coaster. Some Saudi prince. Yeah, well, a lot of people, like, I know, like, Saudi Arabia, what is it, right? Yeah, Saudi Arabia, like, they're like really, really rich there, right? Sample photos look incredible. We are going to check these photos out in a second there. Hold on, don't you worry. Is there a place we can stay with higher gravity and become stronger? Are you talking about the hyperbolic time chamber? Lots of oil barons there. Yep. These are tiny, terrible photos. Is there better photos? All right, well, I guess not. Can we get a zoom in on these a little bit? All right, so kind of okay. So we got a little bit of a water area here with a big Shenron on the mountain here. I don't know what the hell this is. Tiny, terrible photos. Yeah, sorry, I don't know. Bro, is this not the hyperbolic time chamber? Is that what this is, right? Looks like it's a like a hotel or something overlooking kind of a bigger hotel area, plus like a little bit of a water park area. Oh shit, this is the what is those called? The fucking, that's Corinne's Tower. Oh man, it's been a while. All right, don't cancel me on my Dragon Ball knowledge. All right. What is this? This one's like the martial arts contest. What is that fucking called? Tournament. The tournament. This is super cool. I have no idea what this would be. Canceled. I said don't. Don't you understand when I say don't? God. This dude doesn't even understand when I said don't. That means you can't. Already stamped means you can't do it, bro. Duh. Capsule Corp. I don't even know what the hell this stuff would be, but like it makes me laugh that it's just there. I'd still love to go there. Right, it would just be cool. I think like any theme parks are always kind of cool because they're always just this site, right? Doesn't mean can't. It does. It actually does. Yeah. You don't know. You have no idea. I can tell. You're not even sure. Is it Kame House or Kame House? Have I always said it wrong? Because I feel like I'm realizing it's probably Kame. And I feel like I've always said Kame House, and I was like, ooh, Kame House sounds funny, and also, I mean, listen, kind of gross, but also the old man who lives there kind of works. This tree thing. I totally know what it is. Does somebody want to, for like a bonus point or something, somebody want to say what this is? Because I know what it is, you know. I get it. I already know it, you know. It's not even a thing. I'm just asking if you guys know what this tree thing is. Because I like I said, I know. The tree is Beerus's home. Right. Exactly. It's totally Beerus's home. That's where Beerus lives. Yep. Got it. Yeah, title gets the bonus point because he knew what I knew, you know. He and I both knew what this one was. Yep. All right. What is these last couple?
Hello, all. The person who has redeemed this reward would like you to know that they are
First!
Hey, and a first for the 6th time. Crazy. What's happening, dude? Welcome on being first. Great job, title. You guys see this place down here? It's got the RR. I'm pretty sure that's Red Robin. That's totally what that is, right? Red Robin. Apparently there's going to be a lot of fireworks over a Ball Hotel and a lizard, you know. The tree wasn't recognizable to me either. To you, maybe. To Title and I. To Title and I, bro, we knew what that house was. That tree house was. Ball Hotel. I know. I'm kind of feel like I'm losing it. I know it's Shenron. I'm just kidding. I have a little Shenron, but goddamn, I don't know why. I feel like I want to just be a dick about this now. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I had no idea what Beerus's house was. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This stuff, I forget. What was the RR stand for? Something robotics, right? I can't remember what the R was, because it was Dr. Gero. Oh, Red Ribbon? Really? Oh, Red Ribbon Army. Oh shit, I thought that was a Dr. Gero thing. Is it not? I might really not remember this shit that well. Isn't it Dr. Gero? Fuck, now I feel like fuck these tiny pictures. God damn it. Ball Hotel with a lizard. I love that stuff. Red Ribbon Army is iconic. Title just said yes. And I know that, listen, this is what I do in chat all the time. When I'm with people, I'm just like, yeah. He was part of it. I thought it was his thing. Damn. I'm not sure. But yeah, so they kind of have a Dragon Ball Hotel kind of on this river pond lake thing, which is pretty cool. Like I said, lots of fireworks, looks cool. And like this, I don't know what the hell this is. This Shenron, like if it's a like a thing that's just out over the water, or if it's actually a firework that they're gonna try and do. I don't know. I think it's just try to look cool though, and then kind of think this is like an overview of everything then here, which is cool. I think it's pretty awesome. Very cool stuff. Members: Dr. Gero, Commander Red, Android 21, Officer Black. Which one is 21? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. Android 21. God damn, who the fuck is this? Wait. Where the fuck is she from? Like where in Dragon Ball timeline? Because if it was any time after Cell, I don't really remember, and before Super. If it was after Cell but before Super, I don't know it. I saw Super, didn't see anything after Cell. The fighting game. What the fuck is the fighting game? Dr. Gero was the scientist for the Red Ribbon Army. Oh, okay, cool. I just know of him, so thank you guys. I appreciate you guys educating me. Man, people are. I looked up Android 21 and there's just some horny fucking pictures right away too. Jesus Christ, right? Nobody can have anything good here. I actually think she was just in the game. I don't even know her either. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Apparently just in the game, huh? Jesus Christ. Seriously, there was just like half ripped open shirts and stuff, and I know that's not what she looked like. People are just, god damn it, so horny on the internet. Jesus Christ. Like, we can't have anything. Jesus. Oh, God. All right, guys. So this is going to be the last one. This one is kind of an interesting one because I don't know anything about this. Title threw this into the news and I saw it and I was just... I figured we'd talk about it. I don't know too much about it. So, Prytania Media is shuttering Crop Circle Games. Prytania Media has closed down the Crop Circle Games development studio. As reported by game developers, the news comes as the parent company confirms its closure to staff. Crop Circle's operation manager, hold on, Luna Jade, said on social media, delighted that Prytania Media waited until the end of GDC to notify its furloughed employees Crop Circle Games' closure, and it has been terminated. Oh, wow. When visiting the studio's website, the message notes that Crop Circle Games concept did not find the finances to continue its development. Prytania attributes this to changing consumer tastes, and oh my god, everybody's fucking consumer tastes. But yeah, and so this is like a brand new company too, or not brand new, but like a very small company, this Crop Circle Games. They didn't even make anything. They never were able to make anything. So that's why when you see this and you're like, I don't know who that is. Nobody knows who this is. It's just another company that got fucking washed down the drain because consumer choices. Consumer choices are changing, guys. There's no way to do it. People get horny so many times, then it's there forever, right? I mean, that's true. You're right about that. Damn. Only 2 years to establish. Yeah, they established it and then they were gone. So sad, very sad. Hopefully they get picked up by somebody else though. That's not fucking Prytania apparently, because I don't even know who the fuck Prytania is. But fuck Prytania. Sorry, Prytania. I forgot. I keep forgetting that I'm trying to be family friendly over here. You know. Fuck. I can't even do it. Guys, I have a swearing problem. All right, let's get the hell up out of here. I mean, not actually, but that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the news today. We'll hang out for a little bit before we get into some Franbo, but that'll do it for the news. Thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out. I will see y'all on the other side.